there is reports that TikTok, one of your former employers, are going to create a US based app that would only have the US users use this app instead of the global app. And I'm curious, although it's not confirmed, it's double confirmed, especially, but you being at TikTok have an interesting perspective on this. It's such a global platform, and the NBA is such a global game. I know you can reach global fans on other platforms, but what do you think that does for sports teams in general if you have to use the TikTok-based app? And does that even give an advantage to a Toronto Raptors potentially because they could still use the global app? I'm just curious if you thought about that at all since you have the history at TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, my first thought is I'm always pretty skeptical that that's going to happen. Even in my time at TikTok, I've worked there when they were under a number of executive orders to
A few
sell or to
memos
shut
that went through.
down.
Yeah.
Right. I think that that's been kind of like this 6 year story now, and here they are, more valuable and exciting and engaged with than ever. But even if that were to be true, I would be a little bit disappointed, right? I
Yeah.
think the access to global fans through TikTok is one of the most important things about the platform for us. And as we keep talking about, TikTok's all about discoverability. If
Yeah.
you want to see things outside of what you normally do, and the exposure that teams can get internationally is huge. We have so much of our total TikTok viewership and engagement is coming internationally, and we'd love to keep that. And personally, I would just be devastated as someone who uses TikTok to plan a lot of vacations, and
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I want to see where I'm supposed to go when I'm getting that downtime and recharge.
Yeah.
I want to know what restaurants to go to and the sites to see internationally. I use TikTok for that. So I
So
think
true.
I would love to see it stay truly a global platform. I think that's really key in its
And I
DNA.
wonder if the global app would turn back on if you cross the international border. Like, who knows what would happen? But yeah, you said the Fever Games drew from all 50 states and 44 countries, and half of the tickets outside of the state. So we're not even talking just on TikTok. People are coming from other countries to Gamebridge. So that tells you if they're doing that in IRL, what your global footprint looks like.